Welcome back to part 18 of Pokemon Fire Red. And today, we will not be going down two separate paths like I thought we were. I think that is the next part. But in this part, we'll be catching up on our Pokemon catching. This part is in mostly catching Pokemon, which should be a blast. But now I'm teaching Cut and Fly to Chiding over here, because he's going to be a new HM user until we get our next Pokemon member, which who knows when that'll be. Spoiler alert, it's in this video. Ooh, we're getting the amulet coin. I almost said omelet coin. Amulet coin. Which doubles our money if the Pokemon that we have battling wins the battle. Which is nifty. And this is Cycling Road, and I'm going to do my darndest to not battle anyone because I'm saving that for a different part. There we go. Middle path has no trainers, but you gotta watch out for this guy. He's gonna hey. So that path you're continuously moving down. That's why I was kind of going back and forth, because you're continuously being pulled down. So I'm thinking that it's like a downhill slope, but in that case the water is still next to it, so I'm not sure. Very confusing. But what else could you do? And it's very hard getting back up there, so that's why you want Pokemon with Fly, so you can fly back up to Celadon if you need to. Because if you take the bike path, cycling road. If you take cycling road back up, you go very slow. But this part, we will be heading into the Safari Zone, which you pay money to catch exotic Pokemon. Not very exotic. There's a lot of Pokemon that we've seen. Now, I didn't want to be here forever, so I'm not getting the really rare Pokemon that are like 1% encounters, because you only have a certain amount of steps you can take in the Safari Zone. So this first time through the Safari Zone, I will be getting all the items going to the back house. Ooh, sunny day. There's a lot of items in here, but I'm trying to get to the secret house in the back where you can get HMO3. And until I get there, I'm grabbing all the items, and then I'll come back again to grab all the Pokemon that are new to this area. So I might not, I can't remember if I do or not, but I don't think I show off any battles getting there, because, well, I'll just get them eventually. But if I do run into one, I'm sure I'll show it and show me catching it, and I'll explain, because catching Pokemon is different in the Safari Zone than it is going out in the wild and catching them. But I'll explain that when we get to the part where I show off all the Pokemon. I know I mentioned this, but you only have a certain amount of steps that you can take in the Safari Zone, and I believe that is 600. Oh, the gold teeth. We'll need that for later. But there's a certain amount of steps you can take in the Safari Zone, so that's why you can't just sit there, and that's why I'm not showing off the rare encounters, because it turns into a... Oh, I don't remember this part, but I guess the audio got messed up. nothing important you're missing. It's just the evolution theme. I don't know how long it's silent for, though. But I am going to retire, and then I am going to go back into there and recatch all the Pokemon. How long did I silence the audio for? And why was it all messed up? Whatever. But I'm speeding it up now to show you all the encounters you can get. So basically in the Safari Zone, you don't fight with Pokemon. You have a ball, rock, bait, or run. With ball, you just have a Pokeball, a Safari Ball to be exact, which I think is the same encounter rate? Same catch rate. Same catch rate as a Great Ball, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But, with that, there was just 3 of them that I needed, that were brand new. There was ones that I missed were Dratini, Kangaskhan, Scyther, which we already have, and Chansey. And maybe another one, can't remember off the top of my head. But I'm not showing them off because they're pretty rare and I didn't want to spend a lot of time in there. But if you give the gold teeth to this guy, who is the warden of the Safari Zone, he gives you HM04, which is strength. And I will be showing off strength on that boulder to the right. And I teach strength to Raichu. Well, I teach Surf to Wartortle because Surf is actually one of the best moves in the game. It's strong, it's accurate, and it hits both the Pokemon if you're in a double battle, which is nice. In later generations, it also hits your Pokemon, but I don't think that's as big of a deal right now. But I'm teaching Strength to Raichu because he's the only one that could really get a lot of use out of Strength. And I got rid of Quick Attack because it's not really doing its job anymore. If I have Raichu out, I'm usually going faster than most Pokemon on the field, so it's not that big of a deal. But use Strength to push this boulder out of the way, and we get a rare candy, which is nice. If we go to the house, well, I guess not right now, I guess. Eventually. I guess I'm showing off right now. Yeah. Alright. If you go to the house right next to the warden's house, you can see the fishing guru's older brother. And if you say you like to fish, you get the good rod. See, this never made any sense to me because you get the old rod. I'll wait till we get to it, but the good rod is, of course, better than the old rod. You can actually catch more than just Magikarp now. And some of the Pokemon you can get are actually pretty decent. But now, heading to Vermilion. And what are we gonna do? I think I'm gonna get the Super Rod now. I'm gonna show you. Gonna go this way. And if we go to Route 12, there's another Snorlax here. So if you missed the first Snorlax, which I kind of didn't even talk about in the last video, Snorlax is a pretty good Pokemon. I'd recommend it on your team if you are looking for an open member, but there's only 2 in the game, the 2 that you do with your Poke Flute. So if you miss both of them, then you're kind of screwed. But yeah, after you get the Poke Flute, you can come down here and you can talk to the other fishing guru, which he gives you the Super Rod. So you could potentially get the Super Rod before you get the good rod, which I don't think really makes a lot of sense, but it's whatever. And he also has like a little side quest for you. If you can catch a big Magikarp, he'll give you, or I think he just compared. I don't think he gives you anything. But yes, now we're gonna get a lot of water-based encounters. Starting with Horsey. Horsey's actually a pretty good Pokemon. Evolves into evolves into Seadra. And then later evolves into Kingdra. But Kingdra wasn't introduced till Generation 2. So needs to hold the Dragon Scale and trade it. And Kingdra's a pretty good Pokemon. Water Dragon, only weak to Dragon until Generation 6, where it's weak to Dragon and Fairy. So Kingdra's all around pretty good Pokemon. Next is Goldeen. Nope, Krabby. Pretty easy catches, mostly due to the fact because they're lowish level. Actually, maybe Krabby's just the only low level one. I can't remember. I guess we'll see eventually. But yes, just all we're doing really is just filling up our Pokedex at this point because, well, you can't do post-game unless you have a certain amount of Pokemon in your Pokedex, which I think is dumb, but whatever. I head back to Vermilion. I honestly forgot all the stuff, all the Pokemon that we catch. I know we catch Goldeen. Is this the Goldeen? No, it's actually Shelter. Shelter is not a bad Pokemon. Falls into Cloyster. Cloyster is pretty good. Pretty good. High defense, high special attack. Gets pretty good with Shell Smash later on in Generations. I like Cloyster. But next I think we're gonna go north. Or maybe we stay here. Nope, we go north. Go north to Route 6 to get us 2 Pokemon. Actually 3 Pokemon technically. Poliwag. And then I believe we get Goldeen here. Or do I just skip out on Goldeen? I'm sure we get Goldeen here. Whatever. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see what it is. Ooh, Poliwhirl. Poliwag evolves into Poliwhirl, which evolves into Poliwrath. And later generations, Politoed. But you might be wondering, why am I getting Poliwhirl? And I already have a Poliwag, and I don't get any evolved forms of any other Pokemon. Well, I guess you'll see eventually. And I'm really curious, I don't think I get Goldeen. I either save Goldeen for later, or I just forget about it, I guess. But this is me trying to search for a certain house. And this is me forgetting that I need a Poliwhirl. And this is me thinking that this is a guy I need to talk to, when in reality, it's not. Let's see, where do I go? I believe it's here. Yes. Oh. He's wondering if he can trade with us. Oh, he's looking for a Poliwhirl. For a Jinx? Yes, I'll take that trade. And Jinx is actually our sixth and final party member. This is not my first time using Jinx. Was used in one of my silver runs, and I found out how good Jinx actually is. Super fast, high special. Pretty good Pokemon all around, but I think we'll show Jinx off more, and I'll talk about traded Pokemon more oh, looks like she got some mail. Let's read it. That's a healthy Jinx. Be kind to it. Thanks, I didn't read the name of that guy. And remove the mail because it is worthless. Let's take a look at it. Mild. Oblivious. Cannot be attracted. I think we gotta get Jinx a better moveset, but other than that, we're all set with all our teams, but I'll get into Jinx and traded Pokemon in the next part. See you guys then.